Hi everyone, this video is to cover the causes of error 3901 or paper jam in the unwinder unit. When we first get this error, we want to check where the paper jam is occurring. We click on the help button and that gives us the error code 391. And it says while feeding there has been a paper jam. Most likely it's in the unwinder unit. So we go to the unwinder and we check. This stuff we do it without printing because as you saw the error happened right away. Let's refeed our label. If we feed the label again, and we can see the movement of the unwinder. Okay, so it didn't pass the cutter unit, so we know the paper jam is in this area. We open the top cover, and first thing we check is the position of the sensor right here, of the gap sensor. We can see that it's outside the label. It's not detecting the label correctly, so that can be a cause of error 391. This is the first cause. Simply, we can move our sensor to detect the label correctly, and then reload the label, and you can see the error will go away. Unload. And then we are going to load the label again. And as you can see, the error went away, so that can be a cause of error 3901. The next cause for this error can be the sensor that is in the printer entrance, basically just between the cutter and the printer entrance. To check that, we open the cover of the unwinder, we remove the cutter unit, and we check the sensor that is right here. This sensor right here, basically when we press on it, it should come back in the same position. You will see in another video when it's broken, when we press on it, it basically rotates freely, and that means this sensor needs to be replaced. If we did not find any problem in the unwinder unit, we can check inside the printer. There could be a small piece of label stuck inside the printer. So let's move the toner cartridges. The transfer belts. And the internal media guide. And we can check this area right here. Most of the time there can be a small piece of label inside this area right here. Now let's say we did not find any pieces of label material inside the printer. We want to make sure that these sensors or switches are working correctly. There are 3 of them, 1, 2, and the third one is inside. We want to make sure that they are working correctly, meaning when there are no labels inside the printer, they are in the high position, and when there are labels inside the printer, they are in the low position. To do that, we go to the panel of the printer and we press the online, OK, and back buttons at the same time. So all 3 are going to be pressed at the same time to get to the maintenance mode or system maintenance. Okay, system maintenance, we click OK, and then the password is 0 6 times, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and click OK. Click the upper button and we go to engine diagnostic mode. and then click also the upper button and go to switch scan and click OK. And the IN1, IN2, IN3, it's for these sensors right here. So you can see, for example, right now, if we click OK, it tells us that they are, IN1 is in the high position, IN2 also in the high position, and that is correct. And we can press on them, and you can see IN1 now is changed into low, and when I let it go, it goes to high. Same thing, IN2 right here, this sensor, when we press on it, it goes low, and let it go, it goes high, and so on. And also we have this one right here, and you can see also it changes the sensors right here. So we just make sure that these are working correctly and behaving or reacting to what we are doing to test them. So these are basically 3 steps that we would do in order to troubleshoot error 391. In summary, we check the position of the sensor in the unwinder. Also, we check the sensor that is between the cutter unit and the entrance of the printer. And finally, we check the switches that are right here in this area using the diagnostic mode and then switch scan. To exit this, just click the back button, and we can go back to the main menu, or you can click cancel as well.
And that's it. For additional tech support tutorials, please visit our online playlist. If you have any questions, please contact tech support or reach us online at astronovaproductid.com.